got actual demons. We got Matt Rife, comedian Matt Rife said he purchased a cult museum, becomes guardian of the haunted Annabelle doll. We got a video here from Ed and Lorraine Warren from the Conjuring series by Annabelle that was based off of real events, and he bought the house that actually has the real artifacts. I know in the movie it was kind of like a porcelain doll, but in real life you can see it's the doll in the picture. Let's play the clip.
Ooh, how much
hey guys, super random but incredible announcement.
Excuse me.
I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum with my very good friend Elton Castay. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror,
exactly,
this is the home that inspired all of those stories.
Let's go.
This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it
to the
mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets. So what does this all mean? It means that Elton Castay and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll. I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warren's house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it. This is the most random hobby ever, but it's so fucking cool, man. I should probably collect stamps or something. Might be a little safer. But yeah, we own the house, and we are very excited for you guys to see it. Stay tuned.
That Raggedy Ann doll was given to a nurse in 1970 by her mother as a Christmas present. But as most girls do, even 28 years old, she would take the doll to bed with her, wrap her arm around and go to sleep. I'd do the same thing with a pillow. But then she started taking it to the breakfast nook where the arms one morning went onto the table. Now she lived with another nurse, and they shared the expenses of the apartment, which was 4 blocks away from Hartford Hospital.
Right.
At that point, they told the girls about the incident, and one said, "I know a medium." So they held a seance that night. That was the beginning of many seances with this doll. They would come home at night, and the woman had told them, the medium, that there was a spirit of a 6-year-old child in the doll by the name of Annabelle, who had been killed outside of their apartment house in an automobile accident. Well, there was such a child, but God does not allow a child's spirit to go into a doll. This was a devil, a demon, inside the doll, which was impersonating the spirit of a child. Well, they treated it like it was a child. They got extra clothing, and they got different types of bracelets and things for it, just treating it like a little girl. They would take it for rides. But then they started to become frightened when things were happening in the house, sounds, knockings, rappings, whispering. And they said, oh, Annabelle must want another seance. So they would hold a seance going deeper down that road of no return. Then they would take the doll and put it on the bedroom, in the bed, and they'd leave it there. They'd come home after midnight, the 2 girls, open up the door, and this doll would be standing there waiting for them. Now that doll can't stand. You can see it has very flimsy legs, but I've seen it stand. Now these are all the diabolical manifestations that we look for. Well, as time went on, one of the fiancés of one of the girls said, "Get rid of the doll, burn it, throw it away." He wanted to get rid of that doll. He fell asleep one Saturday afternoon. And the doll was put right across from him on a couch. And the girls were fooling around saying, "Well, now, Annabelle, you help us to clean up," just like it was a little kid. All of a sudden, he woke up with a start. He was sweating. He said, "My God," he said, "what a nightmare I just had. I dreamt that Annabelle there was strangling me, and he had marks on his throat. Was it psychosomatic?" Well, he walks over to the doll, he picks it up, and looks at it, and throws it right across the room. "You're nothing but a rag doll. You couldn't hurt anyone." With that, 7 slashes appeared on his body, 4 in the chest and 3 on the stomach. The blood came right through his shirt. Now they were all frightened. Things were flying around the room. They called the High Episcopal Canon in Hartford. He called Father Richard Nolan. Father Nolan called us. We went to the house. Exorcism was performed immediately in the home and over the people. I took the doll back to my home here, where it's in the museum now. At one time, I had it just sitting in a chair. But a priest came here one day and he said, Ed, this doll is supposed to be infested by devils. He picks the doll up and he throws it across the room, just like the young man in the house. God is more powerful than the devil. I said, yes, Father, you're right. God is more powerful than the devil.
It is super crazy and super psychotic to check out this. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are a fan of the movie series. But Ed and Lorraine Warren were actually real people and real events did happen. The movie Annabelle is really creepy, but I don't know, to me the Raggedy Ann doll is almost creepier. That like almost 70s style of doll. And especially, like they said, flimsy legs, but it could stand up straight on its own. I mean, that's got to be like the creepiest thing that I've ever seen. So they have tons of artifacts, like they said, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
700s.
Yeah, back in the days.
No. Like they have 700 artifacts.
Oh yes,
I think they got like almost 1,000. I don't know about that Airbnb being a good idea and staying there, especially if they're allowed to walk around in the room that does have all the supposedly, infested artifacts. I don't know if that's the smartest idea.
I have
possessed artifacts is what I was trying to say.
I have no clue why he would do. I mean, I understand why he's doing it because
he's into it.
He's into like ghost hunting and all that type of stuff. Me, I never do. I remember growing up, the little Chucky movies coming up. I used to watch it, but I used to be terrified. I used to go to sleep having dreams and like
sleep with the lights on.
Yeah, sleep with the lights on. I remember he used to always like chase me around and things like that. I hated Chucky movies, so.
I can't wait to buy a Chucky doll.
Hell nah, I'm burning it. It's definitely not staying in my house. Definitely not. But I mean,
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna not tell you about it. I'm gonna put it underneath your bed, and then you'll just find it one day, and then you'll literally like jump through the ceiling.
See, not happening. I don't play with spirits. I don't play with God like that. I believe in God. That's it. All the possessed dolls and all that type of stuff. It's just too scary for me. But it is a great idea. I mean, it is a great idea. Like the man had the doll, instead of him like just doing like one basic thing, like just making it in a museum, and he probably would have just collected dust and probably went to nothing. Like he rents it out to people so that people can do like their own little creative thing to like basically to profit off of it, and then, like he's gonna get like rent from it too.
There's a haunted hotel here in town, downtown, and I've been there.
The 13 stories, the one by Sunset Station,
Mega Hotel.
Probably, yeah. I don't know.
It's creepy. I stayed there before, and it's creepy. But it's just funny that Matt Rife, who's a comedian who got to start in Wild and Out, and then had his glow up, I guess you could say, and became a comedian that a lot of women like, and who's super into supernatural and the whole Conjuring and Ed and Lorraine Warren series got it. What's weird is the caretaker that got it after they died, like their best friend that they entrusted it to, that he was doing like a tour taking the Annabelle doll around, and he died. He had like a heart attack or something in his hotel room. So the dolls like had some like truly weird experiences. I think there's even more than that nurse story that's happened with the doll. So comment down below, or if you know all the truth with the Annabelle doll. But yeah, they say it's like super possessed, and they have a bunch of artifacts that allegedly are. But I would not want to do that Airbnb. Sign me up for the Blockbuster Airbnb, the last Blockbuster in America. You can Airbnb that. I'll do that. I'm not doing this. I feel like some of those spirits could follow you for life.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't got time for the Ouija board and all that type of stuff. Save it. I've seen too many scary movies. Too many scary possessed. I've seen too many possessed scary movies that came out. I'm good. Now, but like my co-host said, comment down below. Let us know how you feel about this situation. Is this a smart money?